Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of me doing MR2 stuff. So today, I want to get the engine bay all prepped. You can see I kind of started sanding it down. It's looking a little cleaner than it did before. But I actually want to remove all these brackets here. Like, I don't even know what these are for. So this, that.
It's all 40G stuff.
Yeah. And it's like, it's stuff I'm not going to need. And this battery tray as well. I already drilled out one of them, or one bracket, but I went a little bit too far. I'll get that fixed up. But yeah, I'm just drilling out all the spot welds, and then that'll just let you pull it right off. So, let's start by finishing removing this battery tray. And then we're going to work on all these other little brackets, and then sand this thing all down. So it's actually kind of hard to see the spot welds on this thing, but you see this little round piece right here. Focus. So that's a spot weld right there. You're gonna drill through that. Then there's a couple more under here, which you can't really see. Let's see. This might be a better way to explain it. So this thing is 3 spot welds. There's 3 little circle things there. You just drill it, but try not to go all the way through, or else you make a hole in the car. So I drill that out, then it just pops right off. So I ended up drilling through this, which was kind of messed up. But
that's wrong.
yeah, it should be more like this at least, but it went all the way through. And now this side is being a pain, but it's almost out.
Just leave it like that and paint it and put the engine in. What if I poke it?
Nope. Just trying to break it off now. Just get this big piece out of my way.
There it goes.
There you go. Still got to remove that, but that's a start.
Junk.
How much cleaner it looks now.
Nothing here. Kind of.
Kind of. So where should I put the battery? Should I put the battery in the trunk or in the front?
I would do it here because it's easiest, but apparently you can get better balance. Put it up front.
I mean, I'm going to be using a small battery anyways. It's going to weigh like, what, 20 pounds? At least. I don't think it's going to matter.
20 pounds behind the rear wheels, man. No.
Oh man, I don't know.
It's gonna snap oversteer so bad. I would do it here since it's super easy. It just goes boom.
Yeah. I was thinking of putting the intercooler in here too.
Dang. How's it get air then?
That's the thing. I don't know yet.
That's the thing. That's a pretty important thing.
Because that one, that's for an SW20. And it's definitely going to have to be modified to fit an AW11.
Oh, you can't even use that.
I think the pipes would be too long. What the fuck was that? It would sit right here, but I don't know if it's going to fit yet. I won't know until I have the engine in. If that can work, just right there, that would be great. That would make it so much easier for me.
That's good enough for an intercooler?
Some cars don't even have intercoolers.
Yeah, they make any power. I mean, that's like a little heater core.
Yeah, but you get good airflow here.
Sorry.
Hi, Sam.
Alright, let's keep on removing all this stuff. Come on. Okay, so that's all the brackets that I wanted to remove. They're all hole on the floor over there. So we got the battery tray out, whatever this one is, and whatever that is. This one I'm gonna keep for the intake pipe. So yeah, that's all that. I got it all smoothed down, ready for some filler. Okay, so I just finished putting filler on all the spots that I drilled out, and I'm just letting it dry until I can sand it, but it's looking pretty good. Now you might hear in the background there's some kind of noise, and we just picked up a new air compressor. This thing is really quiet, huh?
Not bad. We do all the air checks now. Like, well, we wanted to get a bigger one that uses a 220, right?
Yeah.
240, whatever. This is what we're going to use for now.
Yeah, this is the biggest that we can get running just off a regular electrical plug, which is 120 volts.
So in the future, we're going to get a legit compressor, like this thing.
Hey, we painted your Z
Yep.
with a compressor just like this. It does the job just fine. So yeah, that's gonna be nice to have in the shop. Yeah. So we can paint this thing and this and that. Okay, inside the engine bay. Now this is what I'm going to be using to sand down this filler. It's an orbital sander with 320 grit. Should make quick work of this and should also be a pretty smooth finish. So let's see how it does. Okay, so I just finished sanding. Turned out pretty good. It's pretty smooth for the most part. I'm not gonna get too crazy on this since you barely even see this. But anyways, it's ready for primer. Now I'm only gonna primer the spots that are bare metal. I'm not gonna do primer in the whole engine bay just because, you know, the old paint's a good primer, right? So I'm going with that. Turned out good in all the other cars, so it should turn out good in this car too. So for the primer, just gonna use this stuff, Duplicolor. Okay, it's still raining really hard, so hopefully you guys can hear me, but I got everything masked off and ready for paint. I sanded down the primer, so that should be good to go. Now, I am going to be rattle canning the engine bay, so this is what I'll be using. Now, I decided to rattle can it because the engine bay is such a tight space that I can't really get like a paint gun in there comfortably. So that's why I'm doing this. So let's get started. Okay, here it is after a couple of coats of base coat. I've got pretty much even coverage. Looks pretty good. It's not the greatest, but hey, it's better than before. So I'm gonna let it get tacky for a little bit before I clear coat it. And now for the clear coat, I will be using this stuff. So this is a Spray Max 2K Clear Glamour, which means it's extra shiny. Same stuff that I used in the Skyline. I don't know if I showed that in the video, but yeah, same stuff, and it's still good 3 years later. So I got 6 cans of that. Yeah, the paint isn't a perfect match because you can see that this is darker, and then that's the OEM color, and then this looks a little bit brighter, but I'm not too worried about it. It's whatever. Oh, see? See, now it's almost black, right? But this, you can clearly see the blue. Oh well. Okay, so this clear coat is pretty serious stuff. You gotta push this button down here to get it all mixed up. And the vapors are really strong, so make sure you wear a respirator. Alright, let's get started. Okay, first coat of clear. Looking a lot better now. Okay, the clear coat is done. I put down my 3 coats of clear and it looks pretty good to me. Now, like I said earlier, the color doesn't match. Like, let's see. So this is the OEM color. You can see this is kind of purplish. And then that's the color of the car, which looks almost black. It's a really dark blue. Oh, I'm not too bothered by it. Most of this you can't really see anyways. So it's whatever. The important thing is, it looks so much better than before. This thing was covered in dirt. It was covered in oil, grime. You know, 30 years of that stuff. So now it's nice and clean, nice and shiny. So I'm gonna wait for this paint to cure before I take all this masking stuff off. So yeah, the engine bay is now ready for this guy right over here. Good old 3S GTE. Hopefully I'll have it in by this weekend. I already have like all the parts coming. I mean, a lot of them are already here. But the main thing is the harness, which I got from Wire Gap, and I should be here this week, maybe early next week. But man, look at this car. It's almost back on the road. It's been, what, over a year since this thing's been last running? Yeah, I got sad seeing this car sit in the yard just rotting away, so I started working on this thing. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed me painting the engine bay of this thing. And as you can see, rattle can get you some pretty good results. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. I will see you later. The next one, I might actually put the engine in, so stay tuned for that. Bye.